Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joey P, Joe P Zapia, and this is BP NFL. Scott Bogman and I are here to break down Thursday Night Football, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not super excited about the lines on this one, so hopefully Boggs has some props. I know I've got an SGP for you, and hopefully all of our touchdown calls go ahead and rock and roll. Scott Bogman, Monday night was just as wacky as we thought it would be. Went to overtime, didn't need that. And certainly didn't need all the Jalen Hurts turnovers, too. Keep talking about how the Eagles are broken, man. We talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Going back all the way to the upset on Thursday night when they lost to the Giants. I thought before that they were broken, and they might still be broken.
Yeah, that was a rough watch from Jalen Hurts. I mean, he just became unbelievably predictable. Didn't he have like one interception going into that game? That was crazy.
I think he had two on the same play. No,
well, he did. He did have two turnovers on the same play, threw a pick and fumbled.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Rough day.
I was like, how many fantasy points can you lose in one play?
Right. Rough day at the office for Hurts, right?
Yeah,
but
sure.
We kind of thought that was going to happen. We talked about the East Coast going to play prime time on the West Coast. Typically doesn't work well for them.
Yeah.
And, that's exactly how that happened. So
I thought the Eagles would just muscle their way out of it, but it turns out, the more, or should I say, the less boring the Eagles are, the more apt they are to lose games, which is kind of interesting. So
be boring.
Maybe go back to
run down
boring.
your throat. Run down people's throat. That's what you should do.
Because
Saquon was working in that game too. So
yeah, he is. All right, let's go break down the Atlanta Falcons 4-9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off a loss. Oh my goodness gracious. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got to figure some stuff out quickly here, Boggs. They are 4-point favorites at home, which makes sense. I think this is a good number, plus 4.5. I don't see a lot of value here on BP consensus. The over-under, if you asked me to set it, I would set it at 44, and it's at 44. You can get 44.5 on the under. Plus 208 for the Falcons money line upset. I don't love that either. It's just, this is a hard pass for me. If I had to lean a certain way, I'd lean towards the Buccaneers with Bucky Irving and Drake London. As of recording this, we don't have an answer if he's going to play. My guess is he is not. I don't think Drake London's going to play again this year. They're a 4-win team. What's the point? Why would you do this? And I think Kirk Cousins makes turnovers, and I'm just going to allow one of those turnovers to be the difference in this game. But I'm going straight to props. I'm making no bones about this. What's your take on this one?
I plus 4.5, anything more than a field goal, I'm going to take points in a game like this, right? Tampa Bay just has not been playing their best football at all. Baker Mayfield has not been the same since he, took that shot, and he's clearly playing it well less than 100%. So the offense is still very good. I think the roster is better for Tampa Bay as well. So I do think they'll win this game. They're at home. They have more to play for, all that. Kirk Cousins is not their starting quarterback, right? So, I do think Tampa Bay will win, but I just have no confidence in them. This, to me, reminds me of the Denver versus Vegas game on Thursday that we saw a couple weeks back, right? Where we know this should be a drubbing by the Broncos. Yeah. It's not the way it plays because you're on short rest.
I was on vacation for that game, so I didn't watch that game. That was the week. That was my bye week.
It was miserable.
And all I heard was you and Debro and everybody just bitching about it when I came back. About
me and Seth, man, 10-7 was the final of that game. It was disgusting. Yeah. I think this game is probably going to be fairly similar to that. So more, definitely higher scoring. But
I was going to say maybe it's an under then. After all, it's funny because I'm looking at the public money.
I think I'll still take the under.
Buccaneers. So you're probably right.
They're at home, so I understand that. But I just I don't have enough confidence to bet the Bucs right now. Not with the way they're playing, specifically not with the way that Baker is playing. So, and it's not his fault. He's clearly playing at less than 100%. But 50% of Teddy of him here, Baker here, is still better than whatever Teddy's got left. It's just not working. So I think they win, but I think it's a field goal game. So I'll take Atlanta, but without a ton of confidence. Let's stick to props in this one, like you said.
Yes, props in this one. And where should you bet those props? At our sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. That's right. The holidays are here, and the sports schedule is packed tighter than Santa's gift bag, or maybe those new spandex that he's got too. He likes to do the Pelotons, Santa. You gotta stay loose. The 364 days of the year. Week 15 football is here. Bowl games are here. NBA, college hoops, hockey. It's all here, and the sports sleigh is loaded. And Hard Rock Bet, there's something to unwrap every single day and bet on. New customers can sign up right now, get $5 on a game. If it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings, stuffed right into your stocking. Now that's holiday magic. Not sure what place to, where to go for your first bet? I wouldn't put it in this game necessarily, maybe on a prop, but I'll tell you this much. Hard Rock Bet just launched a brand new For You page, making it easy to find all your favorite teams, your players, the leagues, all in one place. So again, Hard Rock does this cool thing with the Stats Hub and some of these other features where it kind of guides you in the right direction. I absolutely love that. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook is the only legal sportsbook in Florida. It's live in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, where I am, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, Colorado, and Michigan. Coming soon. More states could be yours. Plus, Hard Rock Bet offers new promos every single day. So whenever you're listening, just open the app, check out what's in there for the day or the week, and download the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app today. Make your first deposit. Again, $5 could win you 150 in bonus bets, plus your winnings only at Hard Rock Bet. All right. So with the Drake London injury, and again, shout out to Scott Bogman before we even get to these props. 4-1 on Monday Night Football. Great night for him. Kudos to Scott Bogman there.
That's right.
Climbing back in. That's what we're going to do. With the Drake London injury, there hasn't really been a Mooney step up, really anybody else. Kyle Pitts, I feel like, is the safe, boring guy. And you know me, normally I'm the receiving yards guy, but I actually prefer the receptions here like you do in this one because I don't have a lot of faith in the explosiveness of what the Falcons can do, but I do think there's going to be a lot of territory there for him to get targets in this football game. So I love this over 5.5 receptions. So talk to me about Kyle Pitts in this Thursday night matchup.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it looks like London is still going to be down. We don't have an official word, but it's, officially unofficial that he's not going to play here. 18 targets in the last 2 weeks for Kyle Pitts. So, obviously getting a lot of looks from Kirk Cousins. And we're just attacking the middle of the field against Tampa Bay because they have injuries here, right? And it hasn't been good most of the season as well. Tyke Smith, it has not practiced yet as we're recording this. Servassier Dennis looks like he's going to be down as well. And then, the slot corner, Jacob Parrish, he's been okay, but he's allowing 85.2% completion rate when targeted. Levante David, 89.5%, almost 90% when they're out there. These are two of the worst cover corners in the league right now, or cover linebackers in the league right now. So Tampa Bay also has passes at the sixth highest percentage, or opponents against them pass at the sixth highest percentage because the run D is 8th in the league. It's very stout. So I think you're going to see a lot of passes. I think passes typically over the middle go to Kyle Pitts, and they have injuries over the middle and bad slot corner plays. So I think Kyle Pitts can go over this 5.5 pretty easy here.
All right. So what kind of night are we in store with Kirk Cousins? 206.5 passing yards is the total. We going over or under?
Yeah, I'm going to go over this one. And look, I understand. I don't have a ton of faith in Kirk Cousins, and neither should you, right? But this number's low. It's 206.5. He's projected over everywhere I looked. And the run defense, again, has been pretty stout for the Bucs, but they give up 237.8 yards per game passing, and that is 27th in the league. And 4 out of the last 5 games, the quarterbacks have gone way over this total, and the other was Tyler Shuck with New Orleans last week. So May 270, Josh Allen 317, Stafford 273, and Brissett 301 against this Bucs defense. So you don't have to get anywhere close to that. All you got to do is get 207 from Kirk Cousins in this Thursday night game. I think their idea is going to be to pass the ball here, so I'll go the over on Kirk Cousins as well.
All right, so the over on Cousins here. Let's pivot to the next player that we're going to talk about on Thursday Night Football, and it is Bijan Robinson. So how do you want to approach Bijan in Thursday night?
Let's give him reception yards as well, because this is a good matchup for his receiving yards. We talked to you about the bad linebacker play against the pass that we've talked about for Tampa Bay, but they also, Bijan has hit this over 36.5 receiving yards in 9 of 13 games so far this season. The Bucs are giving up the most receiving yards per game to running backs, 53.9, and they're 26th in 20-plus yard passing plays allowed with 42 this season, and Bijan has 6 catches over 20 yards. So I expect him to get the majority of this on one big rip, but they could feed him as well. Obviously, no Drake London. These receptions are going to be spread around. Darnell Mooney did have a touchdown call back last week, so I have a little more faith in him to help Kirk Cousins get to this and to open up the field underneath a little bit more. But I don't want to depend on Darnell Mooney with my money. I'd rather put it on Bijan. So 36.5 just seems low to me, specifically since he's hit this in 9 of 13 games already.
All right, we mentioned Baker Mayfield earlier. We know he's not 100%. He's soldiering through because he's a warrior, that Baker Mayfield. So is he more mistake-prone potentially? Should we be looking for maybe an INT prop at plus money when it comes to Bake?
It's my favorite pick of the week here, Joe, is this Baker Mayfield over half an interception. He only has 6 on the season. I understand that, but 4 have been in the last 4 games for Mayfield. And between weeks 3 to 10 in 7 games, he only had 8 turnover-worthy plays. Well, the last 4 games, he's had 8 turnover-worthy plays. That's 2 per game. Atlanta is the 5th highest in hurry percentage at 10.2%. Atlanta also 2nd highest blitz behind Minnesota, and Baker is 21 of 25 graded quarterbacks under pressure this season, and obviously a little bit of the happy feet because he's already banged up right now as well. So I think this leads to 1 pick at least for Atlanta. So Jalen Hurts didn't throw a bunch either before his Monday night experience. I should have taken that bet. I think Baker throws a pick here, at least 1.
All right, Bucky Irving's been back the last few weeks, which is certainly something the beleaguered offense of the Buccaneers could use. His rushing prop is set at 62.5. It feels like an over to me, Boggs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. Atlanta is 24th in rushing yards allowed. They're allowing 131 per game. And Bucky went from 38% snap share to 49% last week. He's had 2 10-plus yard rips from Bucky last week we had. We looked early this offseason in the winning, or we looked earlier this season at the winning teams from Thursday Night Football, and they tend to run the ball a lot late in the 3rd and 4th quarter if they're up. And, this is the game plan on Thursday Night Football. You don't want to do too much, specifically if we have Baker throwing a pick earlier, maybe a close one as well. If he's making mistakes in this game, they're going to stick to the ground, specifically against Atlanta's blitz-heavy packages here. So we're going to go with Bucky to go over this. I think he's just getting more and more work. He's the lead back now. I think we could see some Sean Tucker in this one as well if they're, stepping on the throat slate. I obviously don't see the playing like that. I think it is going to be closer because it's a weird Thursday night division game. But I think Bucky can get this total, and he'll get a lot of it in chunk gains, I feel like.
We love Chunk Gaines, former offensive line coach for Mississippi State University. Chunk Gaines, everybody. Don't forget, if you want more help with your betting, make sure you go over to the BettingPros app, download it today, and use the prop bet cheat sheet along with the props Boggs gave you. There's a many props on there for every single category, passing, rushing, receiving, and more. So go check it out right now. Go to bettingpros.com/props. And we also like giving away free stuff here on the show. So we got an AJ Brown helmet to give away before he's not an Eagle anymore. You can check it out at pristineauction.com. All you need to do is go to bettingpros.com/contest. That's how you get it. Complete the form and either download the Betting Pros app, leave a review of the Betting Pros podcast, or subscribe to our social media channels at Betting Pros on X, on TikTok, and Betting Pros NFL on the IG. The more actions you complete, the more entries you'll receive, and we'll be announcing the winner right here on the channel. So make sure you turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when new episodes are up and you can claim your prize. All right, my prize for everybody this week is the SGP Bucky Irving to score plus money you're getting on this, plus 130. So lock me in for that one. I think Bucky definitely gets in the end zone in this game. And the other thing I like the most, the Baker Mayfield INT is a good one, but I'm going to play it a little bit safer with the Kyle Pitts over 5.5 receptions. You put those two things together, you get plus 279. And if you want to put your own SGP together, we've got the same game parlay builder tool available right now. You can connect all of the different bets. It'll give you a grade too, which I love in terms of the correlation, which things it'll even suggest to you. If you like this bet, you should add this one along with it if you're trying to build an SGP. So let the tools help you at bettingpros.com/parlay. Boggs, I already gave away my touchdown call. Bucky Irving plus 130. Who do you have for Thursday night?
Give me Tyler Algier plus 195. He has 8 touchdowns this season. Bijan, only has 7. So when they get down there near the goal line, give it to the monster. And he is enormous. He likes to run guys over, specifically at the goal line. So love to see Tyler Algier get in the end zone. And it's paying almost double your money right now, plus 195. So love that number.
Okay, so there you have it, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here at Betting Pros. Ring the bell till it goes ding. Again, go to bettingpros.com/contest. Try to win that helmet. Perfect time here. It's the season of giving. And of course, support our sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Scott Bogman, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Enjoy your Thursday night football.
See ya.